Calling all earth angels, calling all earth angels from the 12D to the 3D. You're wanted here. Hey, family, I love you so much if no one's told you today. And I just had to come on because um, I felt bad because I've been so busy today and I just wanted to, be here, give you your reading, right? And not let you down. Today is May 6th. Happy Tuesday to everyone. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Leonore, hey, sweetheart. Hey, honey. So, I hope you guys are all doing fantastic. I am trying to get this thing going here so I can, hold on here. There we go. Now it's echoing. There we go. So I feel today was one of those days, and not only for me, but I'm noticing that the people around me too are just kind of like needing some time to just take a time out, right? It was kind of like a very busy day, it feels like. It's just one of those days where you kind of feel like you need to catch up, right? With your sleep, with your rest, and because it's been a busy time, right, Virgo? It really has. You've been doing a lot of stuff. So it's good, sometimes you just need to get some rest. I also feel here that recently you could have reached out to somebody or somebody reached out to you. And I feel at this particular time, there was an answer back, I feel, but there's also just a lot of things on either your plate or their plate, I'm feeling. And there's also a consideration, there's no ill feelings here or anything like that, I feel, but it's almost like, Virgo, you're thinking, do you want to revisit this again, right? And it feels like it's a friendship. So I think you got what you needed. You got some type of closure. You were able to say what you wanted to say, and they said to you too. So I think that's where it's at right now. Maybe this person just doesn't have enough time to really invest again, like it was in the old times, So things have gotten a little bit more intense, a lot more things to take care of. So just be okay with everything. Don't get upset about it. I also feel here that it may be one of those days too, Virgo, where you feel like, hey, everything was like, I was feeling great and everything. Now all of a sudden I just kind of feel a little like down again. And I don't understand. It's not your energy, Virgo. It's not. Someone is trying to latch onto your energy. So just know that they're not yours. Just ignore them and keep moving on. Okay. I'm seeing here with your deck here, I have the animal spirit deck and I just cut it in half and I opened it up. And I'm seeing here that you have to make very smart moves right now. Okay. There may have been a little detail you may have overlooked, or maybe you're kind of tweaking something right now. The message is for you to just trust in the magic, okay? Don't worry about your money, okay? Continuously just keep being who you are, okay? There will always be enough for you, Virgo, all right? I also feel here, some of you may have somebody here that you don't know about that is actually breaking free from a situation in order to be with you. Okay, somebody's about to claim their independence here. Now, I also feel here that something may be revisiting you, Virgo. Okay, that even though somebody's intentions are good towards you here, there's other people in the mix. Okay, other people in the mix that may be getting involved in a friendship, in a romance here. And it's saying for you to learn from the past, because whoever this group of people are that's affiliated with your person, they're not the best people. They're not. I feel like there could be a parent figure that's very manipulative. I also feel either the mother or the sister could be into darker energies, black magic, stuff like that. So be careful there, okay? It's really about you getting the full picture right now and creating the world that you want to create for yourself, Virgo. All right? Very soon, you're going to understand a lot of things, especially with your positive thinking and you being focused on the here and now, okay? It's really good. Hold on. It changes everything for you, all right? It really does. It does change everything for you. It's a different way of thinking. It's about you finally realizing, like, I've got this type of thing, and, it's a whole different way of looking at things, okay? Being more positive, feeling more in control. Understanding that your intuition is kicked in and that you can make wise decisions for yourself, okay? Now, I also feel there could be certain people that may come in with some kind of opportunity or something like that for you, Virgo, where maybe that's great for them, but it doesn't really suit your needs, okay? I also feel some of you are dealing with somebody very stubborn, okay? Maybe you may be trying to help somebody or make some kind of offer here, and somebody just doesn't want to do things any differently. It's really about you putting the effort in right now, making your dreams come true, and not giving up, and patiently waiting, because it's a slow climb until you reach the peak, okay? You're reinventing yourself, okay? There's going to be some kind of spark or idea here, okay, that changes everything for you, all right? It also brings you a lot of transformation, a lot of peace. I also see you being very happy in your home environment, right? You're also getting rest. You're taking care of yourself. Your intuition is right on point. Love is coming in for you, Virgo. And, for a lot of you, it's coming in from all kinds of different ways. It could be a soulmate. It could be a friendship. It could be somebody here that you didn't have an opportunity to actually get something started because they were holding back. They were not expressing emotions. They were not ready to make a decision, right? Maybe they had other obligations or things going on. But somebody is waking up to the connection, and it looks like things are going to start moving. All right. I also feel here, my Virgos, a lot of you have a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom, a lot of different talents here. And Spirit is saying here, get out of your own way. You may be going, no, yeah, I really, there's something that I really love to do. Yeah, I kind of, know what to do, but I don't know, maybe I'm not just going to be good at it or anything. No, you know what? Spirit is saying if you can let go of that way of thinking, right? And instead of holding yourself back all the time or thinking that you can't do this, you can't do that. No, Virgo, look at these cards. Look, sweet results. The miracles are endless. Reclaim your power, right? Maybe something has outdone its course, and it's just time for you to just realize that and step into a new direction now. I do see you going back and forth, okay? I do. And I also see here that there's a group of people here that like to talk a lot of, right? And you know about this, right? So you're keeping a lot of things to yourself. A lot of people may come up to you, Virgo, and go, oh, hi, how are you? What have you been up to? Whatever. and you just don't indulge, because these people are coming up to you asking you these things so they can find out what's going on in your life. And then they leave you when they start, talking to everybody about what's going on. So it's, right now, you just, whatever's going on, you just kind of need to keep it to yourself, right? And really don't discuss, what's the word I'm looking for? Don't discuss what's, if you have any problems going on, or, stuff that you should just keep to yourself, because you're kind of fueling the fire for these people. And then they twist whatever they twist and make it sound the way they want to make it sound, okay? You also have to get out of the mindset that whatever you invested in, whatever you gave your heart to, Virgo, nothing is ever wasted, okay? If you try to look at things from a different point of view, you'll understand that something was gained from it, okay? Try to look at it that way. You're going to take a leap of faith here. You are. In a new direction. At least that's what you want to do. They're also telling you here to just kind of take it easy here. Don't beat yourself up about something, especially for those of you that are now going through this phase where you're realizing somebody has been dishonest with you, Virgo. Okay? There's some truth that's going to come out that you're going to realize, that's going to clear up some kind of an illusion for you here. So don't take it to heart, okay? Understand that everything is happening for a reason, and Spirit is showing you certain things so that you know exactly what time it is here. Now, a lot of you are taking action. A lot of you are doing things differently, right? But you feel like you're not seeing the results yet, or you haven't achieved that goal. Okay, whatever that is. That could be, saving money for your house, or trying to get a better job, or whatever it is, Virgo. You're just somewhere in the in-between. Look, you need not to worry so much about it. Let Spirit just guide you here, okay, in the direction that you're supposed to go. A lot of you have a special talent, and you're just about now ready to step out and start doing what you're supposed to be doing. And you know what? People are going to love it, Virgo. They're going to love it here. So just keep co-creating with Spirit. I also feel when you start doing what you truly love, that's when the healing comes from something that just left a really bitter taste in your mouth. Okay, Virgo? It brings you a lot of healing here. All right. So the blockages are clearing out of your way, right? And I feel a big part of it is those blockages are being kind of removed to kind of now open up a new path for you. Trust in that path here, because it's saying that opportunities are coming in either for you to partner up, collaborate, or actually work with Spirit right now. You don't need to know the how, the when, and, just surrender here. Just keep moving forward and making steady progress, Virgo, because you're not going to make any more mistakes. You won't allow it to happen here. And don't worry. I think a lot of you are not worried anymore. If someone's in your life, if someone's not in your life, I think your main focus is on you and what you want to create. And what you want to create and how you want your life to be and what you're manifesting is actually going to be a very lucky time for you. Just continue to do what you love and leave your heart open and find that childlike, playful energy where you're actually enjoying your life too. You're making time to enjoy your life and do the things that you want to do. Again, we see that there is a new beginning here, and you just need to trust how things are unfolding for you. Okay? They don't want you to stop. They want you to keep going. They want you to be fearless and be bold here. It's all about your stability. It's all about your foundation. And an increase in money, which also brings you this freedom. And this is all happening now because you know your worth, Virgo. Okay? So it's very important that you keep continuously using your mind wisely, right? No more negative talk. All right? And please don't, when you're ready to do something, don't ask somebody for their opinion, because the majority of times, most people are not going to be honest with you about starting something new. And it could be out of jealousy. It could, don't worry about what anybody else's opinion is. Do what it is that you want to do. Again, I see that when you make those wise choices, I see that the universe is right behind you here. Look, see, again, right? Believing in yourself. Spirit has your back, you see? It's about you stepping up now, not being afraid. Doing things the way you want to do. Look, Spirit's got a plan. You saw me, right? Shuffle. Just continue whatever you're doing it out of love, okay? And not, and think about, because I feel like whatever you're doing, if you're doing a creative project or you're doing something like this, that's your storyline. It's really about you doing something out of your heart space for other people, okay? Let's get into our spiritual message today, and let's see what Spirit wants to tell us. Hey, Lucy Lou. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Shadow Cat. Hey, honeys. Hold on one second. Let me see who's in here. There you are. Hey, Leonore. Aliki, hey, sweetheart. All right. I love you guys, too. I call upon the divine. I call upon the white light. I call upon the Holy Spirit to come into this reading for Virgo. I call upon the Divine Mother, the Divine Father. I call upon the Holy Spirit. I call upon our ancestors, our ascended masters, and our whole angelic team. And I thank them in advance I just want to make sure, for being with us today, right? Angel 1111, aw, thank you, sweetheart. I love you. Aw, that's so sweet. For Virgo, please. For Virgo, what is the most important message Virgo needs to hear today, or anybody who has strong Virgo placement, Spirit? What do we need to know today? Whoa, okay, that one flying out, card down. Oh, again with that paradigm shift. Okay, well, we read that yesterday. We understand what happens with that, right? Okay, so we understand that things are about to change and shift, and I feel it's a positive thing. All right. For today, please, May 6th, give us one card for Virgo. Okay, so it's saying here, you're very much into getting into some kind of daily ritual, whether it's through prayer or meditation here, okay? And if anybody is doing any kind of juju or anything like that, Virgo, you don't have to worry about it. Merikaba's here. She is giving you that spiritual protection that you need. Maybe that's why you're feeling the way you're feeling today. But that doesn't affect my Virgos. You don't give that any mind, Virgo. You stay connected to the Most High. For Virgo, let me just grip my water over here. There we go. For Virgo, please. One card for Virgo. One card for Virgo. One card for Virgo. Hey, Vincent. For Virgo. One card for Virgo, please. One card for Virgo. What do we have? There we go. Divine grace, the law of efficiency, number 32. You see, no matter what is going on out there, no matter what anybody else is trying to project on you, Virgo, you continue to just be in that energy. Number 32. Give me just 1 second, family, so I can do this a little bit differently here. So, 1 second, sweethearts. Just give me 1 second. It won't let me over here. Hold on. Okay. All right, there, now I can see you guys. All right, here we go. Divine grace, the law of efficiency, number 32. All right, here we go, family. It is time that your life became easier. It's time for you to walk the way of the divine grace with trust, simplicity, and acceptance. You do not have to try to make things happen. You can gracefully act without attachment and trust that all will be as it's meant to be. Surrender your struggles now as you allow life to serve you with love and with kindness. This is more efficient, and it is the way to lead you to the best results. The life of efficiency encourages us to work smarter rather than always working harder. It is like learning to allow a wave to carry you to shore rather than swimming the entire way with your own efforts alone, or even against the current, which could make the journey even harder. It is like planting a seed at the right time so nature will help it bloom in the spring, rather than planting it during the dead of winter when it takes a lot of effort to keep it alive. And even then, it may not survive. This is the intelligence of the law of efficiency and divine grace at work. To hitch your wagon to the universe in this way, you need to learn to listen. This means tuning into what feels right and wrong at any given time. Sometimes you will want to push forward, yet your intuition will tell you and guide you to rest. Sometimes you will want to hide from a challenge, and yet in your bones it's time to step up and shine with boldness despite the fear that you may feel. The universe has a sense of natural flow, cycles, and timing that assures us that it supports every dream we dare to dream, and that everyone can come to fruition in due course. It's like what the animal spirit cards were saying. It may not look exactly as you expect, but if you have to set in motion with desire and intention, karmic law will ensure that it finds expression. For this to happen in the most loving, graceful, and easy way, you must learn to hear, feel, and sense the currents of life and work with them rather than push against them. This is about common sense, allowing yourself to be helped, not making things more difficult for yourself than they need to be, Virgo. Imagine that you have a chance to share a feeling of love in a room full of receptive people. The time is right, they are open, and your efforts create the maximum effect for love success. Or you could expend the same amount of time and energy by arguing with one disinterested person in an attempt to get them to understand and receive your love, even though they actually have no interest in doing so. They just wish to have their own point of view and for you to agree with that. That's not. One is working with the law of efficiency and the other is working against the tide of life. It's not bad to choose the harder way sometimes. It can be a great learning experience, but you are being encouraged with this oracle to explore the easier and more graceful way more often, especially at this time in your life because there's a helping hand, a natural wave of energy and life that's going to be able to support your rising spirit in manifesting something truly beautiful and special in the world, and that's the divine, Virgo. The law of efficiency is also sometimes known as the path of least resistance. We must find the strength that comes from letting go and trusting that the universe knows what it is doing. It takes spiritual maturity to see to wisdom greater than your own immediate understanding. Then you are surfing the wave rather than swimming against the current. How efficient to work with life and its cycles, rather than believing you must struggle and strain to be heard, loved, rewarded, and inspired. You have the maturity within you. Trust now Trust that all will come in time. So let's read the invocation. I call upon the loving grace and master intelligence of the universe through the law of efficiency and the path of least resistance. Please bless and guide me now in all ways for maximum success, joy, and divinely inspired fulfillment. May my efforts be wise and surrendered, powerful and efficient. May all beings be assisted through divine mercy to discover the path of grace and divine efficiency through my own free will, unconditional love, and divine grace. So be it. Amen. Okay, so you don't have to, feel like you need to push your way through, right? I mean, it's good to have that boldness and everything, but there's some parts that you just have to leave to the divine to put together for you. That's all. All right, here we go. For Virgo. What message would you like to give us, dear angels, today for Virgo? For Virgo. Angel postcards from the divine. One card for Virgo. What would you like to tell Virgo today, angels? What would you like to tell Virgo today? What would you like to tell Virgo today? What would you like to tell Virgo today? One card. Give us some good news. Virgo. What would you like to tell Virgo today? There we go. Here we go, Virgo. Dear you, there are always more than one side to an agreement, two sides, if not more, to every story, and hundreds of ways to be right, be different, be at odds, and so on. Today we suggest that instead of looking for differences, you find a meeting place of agreement and approach this experience with understanding and compassion. Seek common ground to understand how another person thinks or how an alternative plan might be laid. Stay out of judgment too. Observe, discern, but accept that others have different stories, experiences, and journeys, and some people might refuse to remain open to another's point of view. No matter what, you've been presented with a great opportunity to explore a new way of doing things once common ground is reached. You're attracting people and situations that enrich your life and bring you wonderful things to learn. We love you so much. So this could actually be, remember I was telling you that somebody could offer you something, and they may be relentless in trying to convince you and tell you, that you should do this and that you're being wrong and it's such a great opportunity and blah, 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 blah. And, and you're going, wait a minute, and whoever's offering this to you or this idea for you to jump on, Virgo, you have to think about it. You have to think about, is this really the ultimate for me? Is this going to put me in jeopardy? I mean, you have to look at the whole thing before it's that calculated risk, right? And it's okay, whoever's doing this, right? They have to understand your side of the story. You have to understand where they're coming from. There should be no reason to get upset about anything here, but you know what's right for you. Just like whoever's making that, offering that opportunity, or you're offering that opportunity, your needs are a certain way, somebody else's needs are a certain way, right? And everything has to be respected, right? And remember too that we cannot, or no one should actually try to push somebody in a certain direction, or coerce somebody or manipulate them or whatever to try to get them to go the way they want something to turn out, because then you're putting somebody off their path. And there's karma for that, right? You can throw it out there, right? And if somebody wants to go for it, they will, right? If not, then not. But it needs to be respected, right? Everybody has their their road, their path, right? So it's very good that you, Virgo, I know, right, that you wouldn't do that, but you have to allow everybody to make their own decisions, right? And that should be equally respected, right? It's like if somebody gives you an opportunity and you feel, well, it's not the ideal opportunity for me, then that should be respected. Somebody should respect that, right? And go, okay, well, I understand where you're coming from, right? Not sit there and go, but why? You should, you know. All right, here we go. For Virgo. For Virgo, clarifying life situations for love and career. Okay, so I feel you are moving forward. You are standing up for what you believe in, and you're taking baby steps. Baby steps. We got this Moon and Scorpio coming. It's already affecting me. Okay. So as you move forward, you're taking baby steps because you don't want to make any mistakes, Virgo. Okay. You're taking precautions as you move forward. And you're also being guided by the divine. Okay. So you're not going to do anything stupid here. But you are continuously making progress, whether you realize it or not. And I feel you're changing, Virgo. You're changing. You don't want the past. You're turning a brand new page in your life. It's a brand new cycle here. And the more and more you have time to be in stillness, to meditate, to get into prayer, have some quiet time, downtime where you can actually think about everything, you understand that you've changed. You've changed. The things that you so much thought you wanted even a year ago have changed here. Okay? I feel too, in the moments of stillness, there's ideas coming in. You are trying to do different things. A lot of you are investing. A lot of you are researching a lot of different things. You're planting seeds, right? You're starting new things. And they are seeds of potential. And maybe not all those seeds are going to grow, but some of them will. And I feel you're going to see a big difference with everything because divine timing is coming into play. All right. I also see something doing very, very well. And I see you releasing something that no longer serves you because it brings change, Virgo. And this change was needed. It's part of your path. So they're saying just be in the here and now, manifest the new, right? We don't want to go back to or return back to things that were not good for us or were mistakes, right? Because there's a new path that's opening up for you, Virgo, now. And it keeps coming up and it takes you towards abundance, Virgo. It really does. And a place of balance. I feel you may have been in a situation, maybe you're still in a situation that's not healthy for you, but you will walk away from it at the end of it, if you're still in it, unscathed. Okay? Or maybe you feel like you need to walk away from a very hurtful event. Okay? Embrace the courage to do so. Okay? And make room for the new, because a path is opening up for you here. Be real with yourself. Be real with yourself about that situation here. And Spirit is behind you 100% saying, you know what? You got nothing to fear. Just keep moving forward. Release yourself from this situation because you are going to reach that top of that mountain here. You have great resilience, Virgo. You know you do. You've been through so much. Okay? So if you're in a situation, see, I have two groups. I have a group that's on the, on the path. We still got some that have fallen behind, and I feel that message is for them. So just stay in the flow here. If an opportunity comes up again, or you're going to make a decision, Try to see things clearly, not through any kind of illusion. Make sure the decision you're making, if it involves you or if it involves you and others, that it's the right decision for everybody, okay? Not just for you or not just for someone else. It's coming very heavy in the reading today, that something is going to be presented to you and it needs thought. It needs thought, and you need to make sure that it is the right move for you. Because I'm also hearing that it's a crossroads kind of thing. And what you pick, right? What you pick for yourself, you have to make sure that you make the right decision, because if you make the wrong decision, there will be consequences for this. Okay? You have to hear what the divine is telling you. Okay? Not what you want. I mean, like, you know, if there's a decision to be made, maybe you're like, why not? And Spirit's coming in and going, hello, you know, hear the things that, you know, not what you want to hear, not what somebody else is telling you, but what the divine is telling you. And if what is being offered to you is the same that the divine is showing you, right, then it's a good thing. If the divine is telling you or showing you that that particular opportunity will put you in a certain situation that you don't want to be in, I would say that's a big no-no. All right, here we go. Yes, and if you continue to listen to the divine with the choices that you make in your life, you will be at peace. And you will have this very beautiful, slow change, transformation here, Virgo. Okay, the angels are all around you here with the feather of hope. Okay, great balance here. Great revelations to be shown to you here. Keep your mind clear. You need to know that you are protected. So if anybody's trying to penetrate your energies and put some kind of thoughts in you or doubt in you, or just know that that's not you, okay? You need to trust yourself here, and you need to just, you know, go towards the things that have real promise in your life. You know, again, I'm going to say it. You plan wisely here, and it opens up a whole thing of possibilities for you here. There is a new path here. And whatever this path is what you're truly passionate about. Not what somebody else is passionate about and wants you to follow, right? So again, it's about the climb may feel slow. The progress may feel slow. But then all of a sudden, you know, it's like that snowball, right? That starts on the top of the mountain. As soon as it starts getting momentum and it's rolling down the mountain, right? And it keeps gathering up and gathering up more and more snow on it. It becomes this big, huge thing, right? It's kind of like that. Starts off real slow, and then all of a sudden it gets momentum, and then all of a sudden you start making a lot of quick progress, Virgo. Okay? Things are being shown to you that most people don't have the privilege of seeing. Okay? I feel a lot of you have been sitting on some kind of an idea or project. It's something you're really passionate about, but there's just one thing that you have to do or change or something like this. It does have to do with your creativity. Okay? It's just one last thing you have to do. I feel a lot of you, really, the thing is that it is some kind of doubt, or you feeling like you don't, you know, the doubt comes because you feel like you can't do it as good as somebody else. It's already doing it, you know, something like that. Anyways, you will figure it out. You will put the pieces together, Virgo, here. Okay? And again, I'm seeing here that everything is going to come into alignment here for you. We also see here that you are going to have fresh ideas here. I also feel when it comes to, who is this? Okay, so there's going to be some kind of creative idea. I do see here, Virgo, that at this time when this comes together, you may be not wanting to be with anybody here. Your focus is more there. All right. I do feel, now I can't tell because these cards are a little bit different. Let me see what this is. Let me put a couple of cards on here and see what this is. I feel like some kind of commitment, friendship, something like this. Okay, let's see. This is interesting. And you may be all alone here, and then all of a sudden, boop, out of nowhere, you meet somebody. You meet somebody, and you have this new beginning here. One that's, you're going to be quite happy here. An emperor showed up. I also feel for you, some of you, somebody who may be coming in here presents you with a new beginning, possibly even commitment. I'm feeling though, for some of you, it may be that past person that you're so guarded about that you have moved on from. Okay, I feel here you're going to make that decision here to continue to heal, move forward, gently release this person so that a new door can open up for you here. So some of you have new love coming in. Some of you have a renewed love coming in. Some of you do not want that renewed love because you just already know that that's not right for you. Listen, you need to know that a bunch of different pathways are opening up for you. You're going to have different options to pick here. Okay, do the thing that you're most passionate about. I do see you collaborating with other people here. You're about to make a breakthrough when it comes to your abundance, or when it comes to maybe people that you're teaming up with. Maybe it's a team, maybe it's a group here. You got really beautiful cards. It's all about really being in the flow, going through this transition, doing what you love, Virgo, loving your life, and doing everything from a place of integrity here. Whether, you know, you're being generous of spirit, just living your best life this way. Okay, the way Spirit wants you to. And that's really, really nice. Let's see what you need to do to bring more abundance in for Virgo, for Virgo, for Virgo, for Virgo. What does Virgo need to do or be aware of when it comes to their abundance, their spirit guides? What do they need to do differently or be aware of at this time? Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's see what this is about, Virgo. Yeah, you see, it's saying have the courage to ask for help, receive help. I know you're used to doing everything by yourself, but look, there's something about coming together with another person or a group of people, right, that have like similar beliefs, or everybody's got like some kind of an idea that, you know, when you guys put all of your ideas together, it makes something pretty amazing here, because it's saying it's unlimited ideas. So it's like, you know, a group of like, you know, 3, 4 people, maybe 2 people. And when you guys are together, all of a sudden, you know, there's just bouncing of ideas and everything else like this. So it's something like that. Be open, not to have to do things on your own all the time. Okay. It's also saying that for those of you that this is very important. It's about releasing any kind of jealousy. Meaning, I know my Virgos are not jealous, but there are times, where and it's done unknowingly. I think the majority of time, when you really want something or you want to see your situation improve, and you see somebody from the outside and you think they're doing so much better, and sometimes it comes, right, Virgo, where you may go, God, I wish, especially if somebody's doing something that you would like to do, but you're not doing yet, or you haven't done, okay? Or maybe you're getting in your way of doing, and that split second or that split minute, right? You may be going, I wish I was doing what they were doing, or look at this person's life, I wish my life was like this. Don't even go there. Don't even go there. Okay? Really? We've gotten those cards, right? It's saying, just because something looks good on the outside doesn't necessarily mean that you should be thing, right? You never know what's going on with somebody else. So the focus should be on you and what you're doing and the things that you want to achieve. Okay? I also feel some of you may be in some kind of group where you're learning, you're studying, and I feel you're going to find that there's some really nice people there, right? That you can kind of count on, or, maybe you guys are all taking like a course or something like this. You're going to meet some really nice people through there. I'm also feeling here, though, if you're having any kind of fear about money, you need to face those fears and see where that's coming from. Maybe you grew up in a household when you were a child, and the main focus was always on money. Or in order for you to have value, you need to make good money. You have to have a good profession. You understand this kind of way of thinking, right? Like the refrigerator constantly has to be full, otherwise things are not okay. It's different. I'm just giving examples right now. That's not necessarily true, right? So let go of those fears, okay? And that's kind of like conditioning, right? That's like conditioning from an early childhood. You got to let that go as well. All right. Now, there could be some kind of distraction, or a distraction coming in. Maybe people needing your time, your attention. It could be your phone. It could be anything. It could be your child if you're a single parent. It could be, friends that, want to sit and talk to you on the phone for a long time, right? Because they got nothing going on, and you enjoy talking to them, right? You do, but you've got things to do. You can't just sit around and be talking all the time. Something like that. These are just things that they want you to be aware of here, okay? So they're saying here, take a divinely guided chance with something here. So have a little bit more faith and courage towards what you want to achieve here. There's nothing holding you back. Look, you should take a chance, Virgo, because you know what? If you don't, you may be looking at that later on in life and going, geez, you know what? I should have done that. How many times have you come up with an idea, Virgo, and you didn't act on it, and then later on you see somebody else doing it? And you go, I had that idea, and I didn't do it. And then you kind of go, right? I should have done that. So, look, there is something that my Virgos want to do. There's a group of you. And you don't have the sources or the funding to do it. But I feel if your intention is in the right place, Spirit wants you to know that you will get successful funding to do what you need to do. Maybe it's clearing out a debt. Maybe it's about starting a business. Maybe it's about, something that is part of your life path here. Whatever's been holding you back is going to come into play for you now. Okay? You need to know the Most High is your source. If anybody can make anything happen, it's Him. So keep the faith here. Okay? You will be receiving something. You will. Keep putting the focus on you. Right? If you have to pull back your energies from toxic individuals, do it, Virgo. If it brings you peace of mind, if it brings you harmony, joy, right? If it helps you focus, if it helps you feel good, right? Get you into that regime of self-care, self-love, do it, Virgo. Because I do see in this quiet retreat, there is spirituality, there is meditation, there is prayer, there is getting enough sleep, there is eating good, there is working out, right? Kind of pampering yourself, right? Taking care of you first, eating healthy, Virgo. This is all very important about being in a great state of mind to bring in more and more abundance and to help you feel more and more positive and to sever the vows of not having enough, okay? Because if you just sit around and you're depressed and you're not taking action on anything, or you're just doing the same 9 to 5, right? And you're snacking on unhealthy foods, you're not really taking care of yourself, you're not really moving your body, you're just doing what's expected of you and that's it, right? You're going to be in a place of not feeling so good. So we got to change that vibration, right? We got to lift that vibration, your energy. You got to bring your energy back into its right, at the right height, right? So look, get out into nature. No more complaining. If somebody's out there complaining, okay, but they're not willing to do anything, you've got to stop doing that here. Okay, positive mindset is saying here, there will be more money at your job. I also see a lot of you are going to be finding a better job. There's an employment change here. And I feel you're going to be so relieved. Something better, something that you're going to enjoy more. Okay, you're going to be very grateful here. A lot of you are stepping into or wanting to step into doing more charitable work, right? Here. And it is working with other people here. Okay. Also, it's very important that we don't hold on to any kind of resentment or any kind of losses we've experienced in the past, okay, due to other people. It's really about when you're working, when you're making money, pay yourself first. And no, that's not being greedy, that's not being selfish, because you deserve, right? You deserve to be able to put something away, and be able to have something for yourself as well, Virgo, okay? So continue to be focused on your priorities, okay, Virgo? And don't feel guilty for setting those healthy boundaries, all right? Don't. You got to take care of numero uno. If you don't take care of you, who's going to take care of you then? Right? Because in the whole shape of things, Virgo, at the end of the day, if you really look at it, you've got a lot of stuff going on. Okay? And you're taking care of this, and you're taking care of that, or you're taking care of this person, you're taking care of that person, you're trying to take care of yourself, you're trying to organize this, you're trying to keep everything running, Virgo. You have to make yourself a priority, because for a lot of you, there is no one else to do it. It's just you, right? And I'm saying it with love right now. All right, let's go to the Wisdom Oracle, and then we'll tie up the reading. Robert. Hey, honey. For Virgo. For Virgo. Okay, justice is yours. Virgo, justice is yours. Something is going to be made right, because if something is fated for you here, you will get a message. It brings change, and it frees you and allows you to go into a different direction. You just have to be a little bit adaptable, not be so, it's got to be my way or the highway. No, Virgo. You surrender to the divine and how they want you to go here, okay? So there is change coming. There's a change of direction, but one in the long run that's going to bring you a lot of peace here, okay? It's going to be very exciting. It does bring you the 10 of Cups. Something is coming to you in divine timing, okay? Which allows you to have a new start. And it's a soulmate, I'm telling you. Look. You have a soulmate coming in. And the message is really for my divine feminines here. Okay? So you may have been really missing somebody, or you may be feeling like, and then all of a sudden, and this could even be a friendship, somebody who feels like family to you. And they come in. They come in. They come in, and you just feel like you're not alone anymore. Something like that, Virgo. I also see here that we also see you building a solid foundation. We see abundance for you. Okay? Maybe this person comes in and has some kind of knowledge or collaborates with you, and you guys start creating a lot of abundance, which then brings a lot of change, a new path here, and you being in the flow. And here we go. A higher power delivers your soulmate, your twin flame, brand new life here, Virgo. See? And you're going to be really, really happy. Look at this. Wow, Virgo, the energy shift, right? Look, whatever you manifested is going to come. It's a blessing, Virgo. You see me, right? You just know. You know it's just a matter of time. And God bless your heart for being patient and trusting and having faith, right? Virgo, it's coming, Virgo. So family, that's what I have for you. Who says? Let me just say hello to everybody that I missed while I was doing the reading. Alexandra, hey, Rocket Babe. Hey, sweetheart. DD80, hey, honey. It's happening. Kenny Elizabeth, hey. LaDonna, hey, sweetheart. Hey, Simran. Welcome, welcome. You must be new. Welcome to the channel. Barbara, hey, honey. Maria Montes, hey, babe. When I'm doing the reading, I can't, Hey, Shirley. Hey, Fiona. Hey, Sonia. Hey, Badger. Thank you so much, you guys, for sharing your time with me. And like I said, I'm sorry I came on a little late today than normal, but, sometimes life gets busy. But the most important thing is that we were here together now. And I'm wishing you a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. And may the rest of your day be beautiful. And I'll see you again on the next one, okay? God bless each and every one of you. May God protect you, keep you strong and healthy, and always surrounded in love and abundance, Virgo. Keep your compass pointed north, right? You can never go wrong. Love and kisses to y'all. God bless you all. And thank you again for being here. Bye now.